Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I'm just sitting here in my robe drinking my morning coffee, looking sexy as hell as usual. And for those of you who say in the comments down below when I do these videos in my robe that I don't look sexy as hell, nobody cares what you think. I didn't ask you shit. Hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, I've had a lot of posters comment over the last few days when I've discussed these problems in natural bodybuilding, and they say, hey, can you give us a reason, a motivation to keep training? You've shattered my dreams, you've shattered the aspirations I was aiming for. And let me point something out. What I've done for you is I haven't shattered your real dreams, I've shattered a false perception that's been sold to you. And people need to get with reality sometimes. They need to realize that even if they take drugs, odds are they're not going to have the physique of Josh Hyatt. They're not going to have the squat, bench, and deadlift of Dan Green at his body weight. These people are the exceptions to the rule. And whether there's drugs involved or not, the odds are you're not going to achieve that. These are, again, exceptional individuals. And here's the other question. Why do you even want to achieve that? Why are you letting the standards of others dictate for you what your goals should be? Who cares about the standards set by others and the perception set by others? If you're not competing in some sort of event, does it even matter? Are you lifting for other people or are you lifting for yourself? And I can tell you right now, you're going to be very, very unfulfilled if you are lifting weights to either get girls or to meet someone else's standards or to do something for other people. That it's going to be very, very unfulfilling at the end of the day because you're not always going to get what you want even if you do everything perfect. And it's like that with anything else in life. I have found that in my own life when I did things to please other people instead of things that were to please myself and true to myself, that I was miserable and unhappy. Whether it was to please friends of mine or social circles, or I lived my life and changed who I was, say to please my own mother, or something like that, I was always unhappy. And what I have found in my life is that if I live my life and do the things that I want to do because they are true to who I am, not because of other people, that I find happiness and contentment in my own life. And I would suggest this carries over to your lifting and your goals. Stop using other people's standards as what you should do. Just be the person that you're meant to be true to yourself. And as far as obtaining your goals, just train and find your own potential. Because we have different bone structures, we have different muscle insertions, we have different genetics, we have different levels of drive and dedication. Don't do something that's going to make you unhappy. Be true to yourself, and it should be that way in your training and in your goals. And sometimes you have to adjust your goals based upon realistic standards, and some people will set goals that are so unobtainable that they've wasted time and they can't be happy because they've never attained their goals even when they've achieved something good through all of their hard work. And it's the same thing on the other extreme. You'll see people who set goals and then they come to find out that those goals were really, really easy to obtain for them. And they've undershot, and then they have to set new goals and set new goals. And they'll keep reaching those goals. But the point is, you don't know in the long term always what are going to be realistic goals. So just train for yourself, do what you enjoy, set reasonable goals, and take it one step at a time. And if you reach a goal that you want and it's easy, then keep pushing on. Set new goals if you want to set new goals. And if you fall short of a goal, then maybe it's time to realize that either one of two things happened. Either you set an unrealistic goal or you didn't want it bad enough. And it's always going to be one of those two things when you don't reach that goal. And sometimes you have to step back and assess which one of the two was it. Was it that you didn't want it bad enough and you weren't willing to do everything? And you have to learn to just be honest with yourself. And that sometimes takes a lot of self-reflection, and not everybody has that ability. But you should always try when you fail to reach a goal. Or was it simply a goal that was unobtainable for you? And just learn to accept that and set a more reasonable goal for the next step. But stop setting these goals for other people. Stop using other people as a standard and a benchmark. You're only competing against yourself. If you are not a competitive athlete or a competitive bodybuilder or even a fitness model competing for a job, the standards of other people do not matter. Set your own standards, lift for yourself, train for yourself, and I promise you that at the end of the day, when you reach goals, you will be more contented and more happy, and you will have more joy in your life than if you are setting those standards based upon the expectations of others. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you next time.